Most people are walking around with an old operating system, and then that leads to chaos inside because it's not what you really want, but then the outside world is saying this and that, and it's just not aligning for you. So we need to reprogram ourselves with the new operating system, because that old one, when you're in that chaos, it's putting you in a low vibration. It's a low frequency. Frequency is what you do frequently, right? So to improve your frequency, you need to frequently improve your state of being. Your state is that energy you're putting out. It is who you are, your aura that you walk around with. But if you have an old one, when you're walking around in a new world, there's conflict there. So that's your sign that you need to reprogram yourself, that there is a need for change, which is good. You know, we're focused so much on that resistance that we don't realize that that's actually just a signal. It's just your sign that your soul is saying, hey, we need to change. It's time to change. It's time to level up. And in order to do that, we have to raise our frequency. We have to move in a different way. So we need to learn that. And I'm going to help you with that. Wholeness family, today we're going to dive deep into the most powerful technology that you'll ever possess, yourself. But how do you power that technology, right? Through energy. You power yourself through energy. You are energy. But how do we gain more energy? Energy is a currency. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It just is. So it's a currency, the true currency. You transform it into something else. So you have natural energy. We're going to learn how to gain more energy. But your natural energy is built from motion, from confidence, or a knowing, and from clarity, your inner compass. In the last video, we talked about how to realign and recalibrate your inner compass. Your confidence will come from knowing. Once you realign, you're going to have a knowing. And then you're going to have some action steps to move, right? And then you're going to gain energy from that. This is like when you realize what your desires truly are, what goals you really want. It just is an internal flame, right? It's that fire. It's really just energy in motion. At that point, you need to then express and create from that point, right? So we are energy. We already have abundance in us. We can create things. We can change things. Energy is a vibration. It is a frequency. That's why I talk about changing our state. This is what we're focusing on right now. Go back and watch the last video where I talk about the 3 pillars of freedom. Everybody wants freedom, right? We want to be our true selves. We want sovereignty. But in order to gain freedom, we need to work on these 3 things. These are your 3 pillars to freedom. But a lot of people start with strategy when they need to start with their state. Your internal frequency is what you give out. It's what you're creating through your energy, that currency. But how do we change our state? I talked about that as well. There are some action steps to changing your state, or to gain more clarity, to realign with your internal compass so that you can start to change your state. Your state will reveal who you truly are. That clarity on who you truly are, what you want to do here, or at least what you want to do next, you know? What actually makes you happy? What are your true desires? So that's your true self. So in order to get yourself into state, we do these things. This is some action. These are motions that we can do. Once we do that, we should be able to gain clarity and confidence and knowing at that point, this is what I want to do. This is what I truly feel inside. Now I can move forward because now I have the energy to do those things. It's going to give you more energy. Once you have that energy, we can transform our story into a strategy to get the things we want to get, to do the things we want to do, to live a successful life, to be healthy, happy, wealthy, all the things. So in this video, we're going to talk about what we truly possess, our energy, and how we can change our state. These are some hacks that you can do. We didn't come here with the manual for our operating system. We were taught these things from childhood and things that we've just seen in the world and through our experiences. But what if those weren't right? What if they don't align with who our true self is? That's when we get out of alignment. That's when we feel stuck. We need to create new beliefs and new thoughts, which is why you're in this video, right? You're working on changing. So in order to do that, I'm going to give you some steps in the manual. But here's the truth. You have the power to reprogram your system. I'm giving you some steps that you can call a manual or some sort of instruction to help you reprogram yourself. Before I give you any action steps or any more information, I just want you to understand that your emotions Okay, they have specific frequencies or wavelengths. All this is just wavelengths that we see and we feel. Emotions, they're a wavelength. They're a currency. They give information. So you're giving off information and you're receiving information from other people and other things. So we need to learn ourselves to understand what are these internal emotions that I'm having. Why am I having these emotions? That's why therapy is good. But there's multiple different modalities of therapy that you can do. Understanding that emotions, and we label these emotions, so you have anger, fear, sadness, guilt, those are low vibrational. They have a certain color, they have a certain frequency, and they make you feel a certain way. You usually feel down, right? That's a pressure that's on you. You feel like you're down. Happiness, okay? Peace, joy, love. These are higher frequencies. They move at a different wavelength. They have a different color. You feel higher. You feel up. Your head is up. Your back is straight. You smile. You feel good, right? You feel like you have energy. But when you're vibrating at a lower frequency, there's no energy. But up here, you have more energy. So you need to understand that those emotions aren't you. They're just a frequency that's happening. It's not who you are. You're just experiencing these things. You are aware and you say, hey, I'm feeling this way, but we are not that. And it can also change. You can transform that into something else. One way to do that is to tune in, to tune your frequency. That's also a part of getting into alignment and state, is tuning your frequency. You know, we are realigning our compass, our true north compass, and we tune our frequency to what we want to match, that frequency that we want to match. And this is a conscious choice. Continuously have to say, hey, let's not be here, let's move here, because we have a choice to move there. We can let it be for a minute, let it out, and then we move forward in a different frequency that we tune into. Different ways to do that, different ways to change your state, again, would be your tone of voice. Right now, the way that I'm talking, this is usually my normal tone of voice. It's pretty, I would say monotone, but it's pretty calm, even. I feel in a good state. I'm not overly excited. Oh my God, you see how my voice changes, and now I feel more energy in my body. That's why people get pumped up and they yell and whatever, that changes the energy. That's when you go to a seminar or something, they're jumping up and down and hands in the air. That changes your state. It changes your energy. It's not woo-woo and things like that. It literally is changing the energy in your body, the frequency that you vibrate at. So if you want to increase your frequency, move your body. That's why I always talk about action, motion. There is a movement that has to happen to tune you in to the frequency that you want to be in. But if you're stuck, you're stagnant, you're depressed, you're low, you have weight on you, it's very hard to move, right? We all know that. We just continue to stay stuck. We continue to be depressed. You're going to keep getting the same thing. It's just going to repeat, right? So we need to move intentionally. Smile. I don't care if you're just crying. Smile, dance while you're crying. It will help you. This is how we change our state. This is using free will. Use your free will to do one of these things. And I'm even going to add in this. We're going to dance, sing. Okay, these are ways you can release energy from your body, because it cannot be created or destroyed. It just is transformed. So we take all that's inside, and we need to put motion behind it. This is some motion that we can put, and then it transforms into something else. From doing that motion, it gives you some clarity and a knowing that, okay, I'm going to be okay. It's actually really not that serious, because when you start dancing and singing, you'll probably start to laugh, which you can intentionally laugh. You don't have to have anything to laugh about, and you can just start laughing. Ha 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 ha. Right? You can choose that. This is free will. It is your choice. So I hope that you choose one of these things to work on. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you're going to do one of these and which one you're going to do. This isn't about personal development. This is about using that powerful technology that you have freely to transform your life trajectory into something that you actually want to see and want to experience. So your homework is to do one of the frequency raising techniques. Right here, grounding, meditation and breath work, journaling, having gratitude, saying it out loud, not just thinking it, and actually spreading it to others. And if you're going to do gratitude, we need to say it out loud, and we need to pour it into others. We need to help. We need to serve. Dance, sing, laugh. Which one of these are you going to do? Let me know in the comments. If you choose where your energy flows, that is where your currency is. That's what you're spending your natural energy on. So you get to choose with your free will what to spend your energy on. And when you start to do that, your attention will be focused on that. And you have no choice. You have no other capacity but to focus on that thing, which means you can choose not to focus on the negative. You can choose not to focus on those other things that have been keeping you down if you start to incorporate these other things to focus on. Pick one. This is your homework assignment. Pick one to do this week and start to do that as a habit. Start to look up videos on that one thing. How do I do that one thing? Only one of these things, pick. And consciously do that. Consciously put your attention on it, learn a bit more about it, and do the thing. And then I will see you in the next video, and you're going to let me know how it helped you. Did it raise your frequency? Do you feel better? Is it giving you a bit more clarity? Whatever the thing is. So hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on this. Any more information like this, go ahead and leave me a comment on which one you're going to pick for your homework assignment. Excuse the train. And hopefully I will see you in the next video. Continue to shine on.